So I think this comes with the territory of content creation. You'll get negative comments here and there, but I always thought that I feel like 80 to 90% of them are really funny when you drill down on them. And this isn't some like philosophical video, or I don't even think this is going to be too long to talk about. Watch it end up being like 15 minutes. But um, yeah, I read a comment recently that was saying like, blah blah blah, you have this and that, and making a lot of like grandiose statements about my life situation without like the full details. And I'm just reading it. I'm like, okay, interesting, interesting. And then it just ends with, "You are a joke." I'm like, whoa, okay, shit. Uh, it's Jeff, the joke, reporting in, JJ. And yeah, I just thought that was really funny to me because at the end of the day, what is a joke? What are the parameters for that? Getting a little philosophical there, but um, I think what I want this video to serve is that if you're thinking about doing a passion, something creative, putting yourself out of the box, it's scary and you will have people ridicule you and things. And I want this video to not just focus on like a negative hate comment, but be uplifting, and that you can do some pretty cool things if you put your mind to it. And it doesn't have to be something grandiose where you help like hundreds of people, thousands, and it's a product or an ideal or a movement. Like it could just be something small that means something a lot to you. Um, I think growing up, I had passions, but it was just hard to really articulate them. And I used to have a podcast that I ran starting in the pandemic, and then maybe like almost 2 years in, did 100 episodes, wrapped it up. Thought I did everything I had to say there, and now this is kind of an extension of it, but more so just of my YouTube channel since it's more solo stuff and just yap into a camera. But like, you really gotta believe in yourself. That's something I'm still working on day to day. And man, like when you're down and out, self love and self like respect and all those important virtues to get yourself out of there and get that motivation to not give up, not be a quitter. I always think of that Eminem 8 Mile song, cheesy as it is. Oof, timeless. So good. I don't think there's been one time I've listened to it and not have like goosebumps or like at least had some sort of emotional response to it. Just a great like uplifting message about like self belief and you know just going to bat for yourself. I've talked about this in other videos before, but maybe a year or so ago. So maybe some people out there haven't heard of it. And I think when I used to say it, it was hard for me to truly believe or conceptualize it. But nowadays, like where I'm at now, oh man, it is so good. So for any anime fan out there, it's a show called Gurren Lagann. And the main character, Simone, is, a very young individual, and he just doesn't really believe in himself. And he has an older friend, brother figure called Kamina, and he always tells Simone, like, hey, believe in the me that believes in you when you're like, when you're feeling down and stuff, when you don't have that self confidence. And that is such a powerful statement because you can believe in your friend's idea of you when they believe in you, when you don't have any self belief in yourself. Like, it is just crazy to, once you fully like visualize and understand that, it's like, damn, like, okay, you can even use it for yourself. It's like, I believe in the future me that believes in myself right now, or believe in the future me that believes in me now. Kind of crazy, honestly, when you think about it, right? And yeah, you could just kind of, things will happen to you in your life. You're always going to have a choice on how you react to it. Um, Pretty good quote. I don't even know if that's a quote. I just know that through a bunch of self-help books, like that's been reiterated, is the control factor some people want control over the certain environments, but at the end of the day, you really don't have control on that. And the only thing you do really control in your life is how you respond to things. And through that, if you build up more self-confidence, you do build up more resilience to bad events or just events that happen. Because that could be a whole nother topic of like how you look at something that may be bad that someone thinks is bad, but to you, you turn into a good thing. Um, been testing out these techniques here and there and trying to get to a better spot mentally. And uh, it's been quite a fun journey, honestly. Fun as in like meaningful. I think there's some days where I'm like, wow, I don't really want to kind of do this. Some of the journaling has fallen off the last 2 months. I haven't even done it in a while. I've noticed a pattern that when I'm feeling like truly bad and lost and like really struggling, I'll journal. But when things kind of mellow out and I'm feeling good and everything's like stable, like content, I don't journal, which is a bad habit because I feel like it's a good thing to like go through the ups and downs and still journal. So, um, I'm just lazy with that. I think that's another thing I'm trying to overcome is like being lazy and about not being sloth like. But I think through content creating and so forth, I've been less lazy, especially like the gym and working out. And yeah, I think through these things, you too cannot be a joke, or you could be a fellow joke like me. Maybe a cool joke. I don't know. I don't know where I was really going with this, but maybe you got a laugh or something insightful. The more you know. You ever seen that meme with the rainbows and it's like, oh, the more you know. My parents know it, so it goes to show how old that meme is, or like that graphic, or it's related to. But yeah, this one's a tad a little different, kind of off the wall. Um, Not as like, I don't know, negative or complainy, but some value you could take from this. And as always, thanks for listening to my video journal on this one. Stardate 586969. Logging out. But yeah, jokes aside, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon. Kind of crazy whoever does listen to this late at night, going to bed. Um, yeah, ending your day with me. That's kind of wild. Or if which I think is really cool, which I sometimes do with my YouTube videos, is just play them in the background in the pocket. Some people listen to it at work, and I'm glad to be your companion while you're going through the dry, mundane work. Maybe it's not bad work, but it's nice to kind of kill time through it, especially when you're there for a long time. I've been in my job for 5 years, and it's always nice to listen to a podcast or something to keep me entertained on doing work that can get a little rudimentary. So, yeah, that's it for this one. Peace.